So you want to run Facebook ads to Shopify store in 2024? Well, good news. I have a method for you. It's called the two-step method. I'm going to explain it all right now. You can go and implement this right away. Of course, you have to have like your ad account. You have to connect it to your store. You have to have all your pixels set up, all that good stuff. Your business manager, that's all easy to do. I'm not even going to bother with that because it's so easy. Just go through other like YouTube videos if you want. I'm just talking strictly about the method. And the method is keep it simple. So I don't want to complicate things. I don't want to go with what I used to do, which would be like day trading almost, my ad sets and my ads, where you've probably seen the guys that they'll go in and they'll actually create like 500 ads or 500 ad sets, and they'll start them at like, I don't know, 8 o'clock in the morning, and then they'll go in at like right away, they'll be refreshing their screen and they'll be turning off anything that's like not getting a click after like 50 cents spent or something like that. And then they just keep doing that and that and that. And then eventually they're left with like 3 or 5 ad sets at the end of the day that actually did very well. That's crazy. That method is going to burn you out so fast. It's not even funny. So Facebook did come up with, and when you go into your account and you go to click on create campaign, you'll see right away they tell you do an Advantage Plus shopping campaign. And I am going to say, yeah, do an Advantage Plus shopping campaign. Do that, run it to your products as your test campaign, and then have another campaign below that, which you can actually call your winning campaign. That's where you put all of the stuff from your test campaign that actually won. And I call this my two-step method. It's really pretty simple, but I'm going to give you some numbers here and some little bit of step-by-step. So step 1 is the test campaign. So inside this campaign, the goal, find winning products to move to the winning campaign. So think of it this way. You've got a whole bunch of products on your store and you want to test all of them. And some of them are going to work and some of them aren't going to work. Sometimes the ones that we think are going to work are the ones that end up not working at all. So we want to make sure that we don't attach our personal feelings or get emotional when something fails. I've done that. It's awful. Inside the test campaign, the goal of it, we just want to find those winning products. So what I do is very simple. I set up an Advantage Plus shopping campaign. And that campaign, you can start it small. You could even start with like $5, $10, $20 a day. And inside there, you're going to have your products that are going. Now, the Advantage Plus shopping campaign has a very different structure from regular campaigns in that Facebook is trying to take all of the control away from you and put it on them. And I know that you'll see some videos too online where all of the agency guys are like, don't ever use it because it's awful. And you got to think like an Advantage Plus shopping campaign is a threat to ad agencies, which is why ad agencies don't really want you to use it because it's a threat to their job and their livelihood. And that's fine, but it also works. So you can even set up Advantage Plus shopping campaigns where you can feed it a little bit of information about who's visiting your store and who buys from your store. And then you can tell it to only spend like a certain percentage on existing buyers and to spend the rest of the percentage of your daily budget on new prospects. That is possible to set up. It's not that difficult at all. Inside that campaign, you have a campaign and you have a whole bunch of ads. There's no ad set. So you can have, as of shooting this video, like 150 ads in there. Those ads can be your tests that go to your products. So the Advantage Plus shopping campaign is using the algorithm like heavily in order to find buyers for you. Back in the day too, what we used to do is we would find all these individual interests and we would create all these individual ad sets with like one interest, and then we would look for the interest that's doing the best. An interest is like, say you have a store selling t-shirts and you have like horse t-shirts. Well, you'd look for like horse interest and people who like horses and different breeds of horses and all that stuff, and you make one ad set for each of those. Well, now Facebook's like, don't do that. Facebook knows based on scanning your site and based on all of the data that they have on every single person in the world. They know who buys what, they know when they buy it, they know all that information. So right now you can set up a campaign and let Facebook go and find the buyers for you. Let your ads do the talking. Let your ads get people to come in with Facebook's help. So that's what we're going to do with that. As the ads are working, we're going to then move them to our winning campaign. So the Advantage Plus, it's like basically let Facebook do its thing for targeting. And what I mean by that is literally no targeting. You just set like a country if you want, and that's it. Let them figure it out. Like, don't bother with the ages, don't bother with the genders, don't bother with anything else. They will figure it out. And then add in your ads for products, and then let that run and test it. And if an ad isn't working, you can pause the ad. And the ads that are working are actually going to rise to the top, and Facebook's going to put more and more budget on that ad. And then what we want to do is, because we're going to continually test in this campaign, we'll turn off bad ads. So we'll turn off poor performing ads / products, because that's what they are. And then we will move winning ads / products to the winning campaign. Okay, there we go. So step 2. And if you want parameters for that, you could be testing for like 3-day periods or even 5-day periods. So you create your Advantage Plus shopping campaign, you let it run for like 5 days, then you look at which ads are doing well and which ones aren't. You turn off the bad ones, you move the winning ones over to your winning campaign, and then you add in more new tests within that same campaign. So basically your campaign, your ad account, your dashboard is going to have like 2 campaigns in it. This one and the winning campaign. Now the winning campaign is going to be using what's called CBO. I think now they call it Advantage Plus Budget or something like that. I can't remember the exact term, but it's where we're going to have ad sets within the campaign, and Facebook will determine which of those assets actually get the budget. Okay, so the Advantage Plus budget, I can't remember the exact term that they call it. I still call it CBO for campaign budget optimization, but I think it's called Advantage Plus budget or something like that. Within that campaign, we have ad sets. We could have 5 ad sets. They could be all the same targeting. Broad is best. And then each of those ad sets has the same ads in them using post IDs. So what I mean is, from that test campaign, you're going to have your actual ad, and then you can pluck the post ID out of that ad and put it in here. Or if you don't have the post ID, say you ran it to a collection instead of to an individual product, well, now you have to make the ad within the winning campaign in order to do so. Because ideally we're looking for the products, and the ad itself is good, and it's good if you have a post ID from the test campaign. But if you don't have a post ID, just create one within the winning campaign, because you know that product is working. So you just create an ad for that product. You would create one ad set with like all of your winning ads in it. Then you're going to duplicate that ad set 4 more times and basically let it run. That's it. And you're like, well, why would I have 5 ad sets with the same ads and no targeting on them in one CBO campaign? Because each of the ad sets is going to hit a different bucket of the audience in Facebook's world. So that's why we do it. And some days a bucket will do better than others, and other days a bucket will stink. That winning campaign though, because it has just your winning products in it, it's going to do really well. And then what you can do too, to manage that, is you can say, okay, increase the budget. And then I would do it Tuesdays and Fridays. Sorry, I'll just go Tuesdays and Fridays, 20%. That's it. If that winning campaign is working, go in on Tuesday and look at your history. Look at like the past 3 days, the past 7 days, and then like lifetime. Yeah, but things are going to change. Minimum like 3 day and 7 day. If it's doing really well, give it 20% more budget on a Tuesday. Then wait. Then Friday go in. If it's doing really well, give it 20% more budget on a Friday. That's about it. I mean, now you could also decrease the budget too. And what I would do is basically Sunday, probably Sunday evening, later in the evening, you can go into your campaign and you could turn down the budget because we all know Mondays stink for Facebook ads. But budget reductions are not 100% necessary. If your winning campaign starts not performing as well, you can go and find more winning products to put in there from your test campaign. So anyway, I hope this makes sense. That's the 2 steps. Step 1 is testing, and it's using an Advantage Plus shopping campaign. Step 2 is just your winning campaign, which is a CBO. And I think when you implement this, you'll be very happy. I know back in the past, like years and years ago, I used to have very complicated Facebook ad campaigns, and I used to do the day trading, and I used to do all this stuff that just doesn't make sense in 2024. So now I've simplified to, here's my test campaign, here's my winning campaign, that's it. That's all I'm focused on. When you simplify things like that, it becomes a lot easier. Now, I didn't even get into like retargeting or anything like that, but you could have like a third campaign in your account that is dedicated to retargeting as well. But this particular video is all about the 2-step method. That's how I do it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Have a great day, and I hope you get a ton of sales.